Wahoo! It's time for another geocaching adventure. We've wanted to geocache near Prince George for quite a while now, and finally we said, let's just do it. And this time, Granitic Intrusions is joining us to try and find all the geocaches. We left Castlegar September 25th and geocached the entire time until we got back October 5th. That's Mrs. Kootenay Pirate and Granitic Intrusions assigning a log on a geocache we just found near Kamloops, which was our destination for the first day. The scenery was incredible, and the weather was absolutely perfect. On the way to Kamloops, we just had to stop and find all the caches in Falkland. The Cariboo Lodge. Huh, I guess we must be getting into Cariboo country. There was a lot of things to make us smile on this geo-adventure, like this spooky skull. That's Granitic Intrusions and Mrs. Kootenay Pirate signing a log. Well, I played with the skull. Close to Prince George, we found a great series of caches to find. The WSB Trail, Willowstone Buck Road. It was also a great area to find mushrooms, in all shapes and sizes. Look how big this mushroom is. Makes my Montana 700 GPS look small. Check out this bizarre looking one. When we left home, the leaves were all still green, but when we got near Prince George, we found lots of yellow leaves. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate had a lot of fun, as you can tell by the big smile on her face. We really did find a lot of these containers along the WSB Trail. And that's Granitic Intrusions, just taking a break to soak up some sun after finding the nearby geocache. What a beautiful spot. I'm not sure, but if I remember right, this is Camp Lake along the WSB Trail. Still finding mushrooms, wow! The Forest Service roads up here were in excellent shape, so our geomobile had no trouble zooming around. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate taking a photo of a cool little pond surrounded in the fall colors. And look, even more interesting mushrooms to distract us. No idea what kind of mushrooms we saw, but I was not about to touch them and then lick my fingers. That's for sure. We don't see as many of these as we used to, but you know, I saw them for sale on Amazon the other day. Well, there we have it, the dreaded micro in the woods, and this one is a tiny one. Mushrooms stashed in the trees were definitely a distraction while looking for micros in the trees. Actually, this is another type of cache that's becoming rare. It seems micros are the norm now, but I think these regular caches are way more fun. Ah, my favorite mushroom. It actually looks like it's melting. Granitic Intrusions, heading back to the geomobile after finding one of the last geocaches along the WSB Trail. There's Mrs. Kootenay Pirate, playing in the bulrushes. She's trying to keep her feet dry. Hey, look at this. This is your typical track to find a geocache after the GPS zeroes out. October 2nd found us geocaching in Barkerville, and in the snow. This was super exciting. It was the first snowfall of the season for us. Barkerville. It's like a step back in time. Walking the seemingly abandoned streets of Barkerville got us thinking of all the hardships the folks back then must have had to endure. You know, and they're probably thinking about how good they had it. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate checked, but she found the Barkerville Hotel closed. A stagecoach from back in the day. That's Mr. Kootenay Pirate and Granitic Intrusions standing outside the brewery. They found it closed too. Granitic Intrusions, with his keen interest in rocks, was more than eager to climb into this fake mine shaft to check it out for a geocache. The small town of Wells near Barkerville was another very fun place to stop for a few geocaches. Hey, check out this colorful store. I don't know, but we may have just found Signal's lost cousin, Frog on the Bog. This really was an interesting spot. There weren't that many geocaches in Wells, but I think we found them all, except for one we DNF'd. Back in Quesnel, geocaching took us to this huge gold pan. It's almost like the Gold Country geocoin, including the gold nugget. A long time ago, this was modern heavy equipment. Mrs. Pirate, always smiling. You believe it? We found a corn cache. Danger, danger, Bigfoot mating area, stay on trail, and above all, avoid eye contact. These guys are notorious for seeking out and eating geocaches. We found these skis near 100 Mile House, the world's longest cross-country skis. Mrs. Kootenay Pirate and Granitic Intrusions trying to find the next closest geocache. Granitic Intrusions must really want to find the next geocache. He's using both his phone and his GPS. This cache was a lot of fun, but it did drive us a little batty. We searched all the decoys and I think we eventually found the real cache on the ground. So we fixed it all up so the next cacher would have fun also. Well, that's a first. We found a boat on a Forest Service road near a geocache. Cache Creek is a great place to go find a geocache. It's also a great place to go find some Chinese food. Granitic Intrusions re-hiding one of the last geocaches we found before driving the last stretch home. We certainly had a lot of fun on this Cariboo Country geo adventure. With Granitic Intrusions' help, we were able to find over 800 geocaches and explore areas we've never been to before. It was great!